Day, and let's zoom in on that. And to introduce our first hotshot today.
That's right. We are
talking to Mr. Prabhat Kumar, who is actually a qualified forensic accountant, who's an Indian national, who actually is qualified from Canada and who does work all over Southeast Asia.
That's right. Welcome to the show, sir. Good morning.
Good morning to all of you, yes. I'm really delighted to be here. And this is an opportunity for me to let your viewers know what is actually forensic accountant and why our work methodology and culture is different than normal auditors.
All right, let's get started. How we defined you as the CSIs of the bookkeeping. You're basically the people that catch these white-collar criminals in the act.
Exactly.
So tell us how you go about doing that.
First thing I would like to explain why the term forensic is used with accounting. Number of people have asked these questions to me.
I'm sure.
That why the word forensic is with the accounting. Now forensic means the work which we do during our investigation should be acceptable to the court of law. That is how the word forensic has come. And of course auditors may adapt the same methodology, but it may not be acceptable to the court of law. And that is the reason why a specialized skill is developed, education, formal way of education has been developed in order to create forensic accountants and to fulfill the demand which is on rise in this whole decade. And I feel it is going, the trend of fraud is going to increase more and more until the year 2025. Afterwards it may go slow down, but by the time the dimensions will change and we have to be ready to deal with the increasing white-collar crime.
I've got an interesting question. Now, how does one actually get qualified in forensic accounting? Do they actually have qualifications as a forensic accountant in universities? Is there a module?
Is there a course?
Yeah, is there a course?
Yes. When I qualified in 2002, University of Toronto has a consortium with the Institute of Chartered Accountant of Canada, and they provide these qualifications, which is online, but you have to go to Canada to appear for the exams. At the same time, they will arrange for your exams in wherever you stay. So if you are a chartered accountant having a practice experience or even experience of 10 years, you can apply and get enrolled with the Institute of Chartered Accountants, or you can go for University of Toronto and then you start your course. It takes about 2 years to complete, and then you will have to go certain exams, which is quite tough, but ultimately you can be qualified forensic accountant.
Well, we know what is forensic accounting all about, and we also know a little bit about how you can become a forensic accountant. So let's get into how you go about doing your job and catching these white-collar criminals.
Okay, here it's to be very simple. We work on micro level. Auditors work on macro level. Now, once you do on micro level, it means we do not take any chance and thoroughly examine each and every document from its origin until the end. Not only that, we always have a tendency to look behind the number in order to know how the figure has been created, what documents were generated, who were involved in generation of document, and what is the total impact of that particular transactions over the entity's operation or business. So it is something on a very detailed basis, and at the same time you have to be slightly investigative in your approach. You should have a investigative mindset, and partly it comes through practice, partly depends on how observant you are in behavior. Here one thing is very important. You must have the charm or a fascination to understand human behavior, which gives a new color to the whole issue. Fraud is not committed by everybody.
Right.
Yep.
It is committed by certain persons, and they are certainly different than normal. The way they think, the way they have the value system, it is not the same the way a normal person behaves or think. That is how you have the ability to understand the human psychology. You have the ability to understand why a particular thing has happened. what is the psychological factors behind that, environmental factors which has contributed to that type of fraud. So once you have this ability, it is easier for you to pin down and to reach to the right person who is involved in that.
Okay.